On my Kaika tonight, I revisit, pun intended, my favorite public institution, the Judicial Service Commission, JSC, a body which for the next few weeks shall be on the national spotlight as it conducts interviews to pick the next Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. Beginning Monday next week, the JSC shall be carrying out interviews to fill not just the vacancy of the Office of Chief Justice, but also the position of Judge of the Supreme Court of Kenya. Now, it goes without saying that these are solemn undertakings on behalf of the country, and one hopes that JSC gets it. And in the interest of full disclosure, this Kaika has previously, and does tonight, maintain a healthy dose of skepticism about the JSC, with particular regard to its courage and moral strength to train its sights on the bigger picture. This Kaika, as previously, and does tonight, express fears about the ability of the JSC to rise above vested interests and just do what is right. Though I remain a JSC skeptic, I will still here submit my humble wishes for the impending process of appointing the next Chief Justice of Kenya. My foremost wish is that the JSC rises to the occasion by appreciating the solemnity, the sheer sense of occasion, the sheer weight of conducting such an important exercise, and that such exercise they shall conduct not on behalf of or for an individual or particular group, but on behalf of the people in the Republic of Kenya. Appointing the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya is the staff patriotic duty of higher calling is made of. In interviews that will be broadcast live on national television, including here on Citizen TV, JSC will from Monday sit on a raised national pedestal, and whatever internal limitations, internal temptations or motivations, JSC cannot afford to fail. It cannot afford to appear to cower to whatever powerful forces out there that have vested interests in the selection of the next Chief Justice. Echoes of the threat to, quote, revisit the judiciary, issued in a fit of public rage by President Kenyatta in 2017, remains loud in the ears of Kenyans, some who will be looking for the slightest hints of a revisit, whatever that may look like. JSC will also not afford to make ethnicity a principal consideration in picking the next Chief Justice. But should regions be at issue, then one would hope that the selection of the next Chief Justice would be guided by that aspirational principle that the government of Kenya should reflect the face of Kenya. But again, I say aspirational. I also want to hope that the panelists will be inspired by the objectives of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. The desire of Article 160 to have a judiciary that shall exercise judicial authority subject only to the Constitution and the law, and not subject to the control of or direction of any person or authority. If this were to be broken down further, this means the panelists have to shop for a true successor of retired Chief Justice David Maraga, who proved, and at a high cost, that judicial authority could be exercised in strict accordance to Article 160 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. If all else falls short, the JSC should not fail to pick for Chief Justice a person who, in the words of Article 166, Subarticle 2C of the Constitution, will have, quote, high moral character, integrity, and impartiality. And the key attribute down to the term of whoever that Chief Justice shall be will be the last one there, the last word there, impartiality. These are my earnest wishes, and that is my Kaika.
And The interviews will be interesting to look at, not only filling the position of the Chief Justice, but also one Supreme Court judge. And so it will be interesting to watch, bearing in mind that we have an election in about 16 months or thereabout, and we all know the role, the key role that the Supreme Court plays in handling presidential election petitions, if there will be one next year.
It is more likely than not. I mean, now we know for a fact that almost every election here somehow ends up in the Supreme Court, and it's a reasonable expectation that that Supreme Court, however it ends up